Hello, it's Carl, and this video is all about what have you got that's reasonably priced. The answer is I don't know, because I don't know what reasonably priced means to you. We are not the cheapest, nor do we ever want to be, and we're not the most expensive, nor do we ever want to be. I kind of liken it to cars. There are cars out there for £500, and there are cars out there for £500,000. Now, and there's everything in between. I don't think personally you can look and say that's too expensive. The answer is that's too expensive for me, or that's above my budget at the moment. And I do it all the time. I might think I'm not paying that because I'm not prepared to pay that right now. If you're looking for something really cheap, that isn't us. It just never will be. But we do offer incentives, and we do look at pricing all the time to try and make sure that we're competitive. But at the end of the day, we do an awful lot of things that cost us an awful lot of money. So most of our cottages and barns have hot tubs, and they cost money. They cost money to run, and we have a high standard of cleaning and maintenance in all of our cottages and barns and barges as well. So there is a price to pay for that. What I'll do is I'm going to show you how to go and look and see what our prices are. There is a variety. So we have two barges. There's a small one in Woodbridge called two-acre Barges, and then there's a large one at Snake Maltings, and that's called Under Nailing. Now they're two very different prices because they're two very different sizes, two very different costs to run. Then our barns, they vary in price as well. So the granary barn that doesn't have a hot tub, that's the cheapest one, but it's a beautiful 300-year-old converted barn. And then the ones that have hot tubs vary in price, but then so do the price of the hot tubs and the maintenance and things like that. And also there are different sizes of property and different facilities and what have you. So I'm going to hop onto my computer in a sec and I'll show you what I mean by the pricing. But as I say, are we reasonably priced? That's kind of down to you and what you're prepared to spend, I suppose, and what your budget is. Some people look and go, no, that's too expensive. Some people will look and say, well, okay, I was expecting it to be more than that. And genuinely, we get both of those. So it's a question of whether or not it's reasonably priced for you. Let's go on my computer.
And as if by magic, here we are, inside my actual computer. This is the homepage of our website, and there are several ways to check for prices and availability, and one very glaringly obvious one is jumping out at us right here. So you can check the availability here if you've got particular dates in mind. So let's look on here. You can scroll backwards and forwards through the months, and so let's say, for example, we want to look at October. It's just jumped onto Friday the 4th there. So we do 2 or 3 night weekends. There are other videos that explain exactly what we do, but we do 2 or 3 night weekends. We do 4 or 5 night midweeks from a Sunday or a Monday, and then we do full weeks as well. So let's say we want 3 nights. You can do plus or minus days. You can do the amount of adults, so it'll ask you to choose 1, 2, or however many, but just leave it as show all, search availability, and then that will come up with this. And then again, this does explain what our arrival and departure days are. So for the 4th of October, for 3 nights, these are the options that we have as it stands at the moment. And you can see the prices here. So if that's reasonable to you, then go ahead and book. And another way we can check is this Book Now button here. So if we hit Book Now, you can actually go on here, and again this runs through the nights that we offer and what have you, as well as our Tuscan breaks, which is ever so slightly different. And you can see our full availability calendar here, so that's possibly a little bit easier, but you can then just bounce forward. So again, looking at October, let's take Monday the 14th, and I can look at a specific barn here, and 4-night option, which is the only option there. And that gives you the price just here. So that's another way of doing it. And you can also just go and look at other options as well. So you can look at the following week and a different barn. So Gipping Barn for the 21st, stay for 4 nights, and that gives you the options there. So you can stay either for 4 nights to the Friday, or you can stay for 6 nights through to the Sunday, or you can stay for 7 nights. But let's just click on 4 nights there. It's £683.83, and you can decide whether or not that's reasonable. And again, back to the homepage, we also offer last minute breaks. If we have any, then we do discounts. So that's a 10% discount if you arrive within 7 days of booking, or a 20% discount if you arrive within 3 days of booking. So the way to find that is just go to this burger menu up here, click on last minute deals, and you will see at any given time whether or not there are any last minute deals. And here we have Gipping Barn. It's available for Friday the 6th of September. As I'm recording this, it's actually Wednesday the 4th of September. So that's showing the original price there with a 20% discount. So that's the 2-night price. And again, you can decide if that is reasonable. Now I'm going to show you how, if you've never stayed before, you can get a discount off your first stay. So all you do on our homepage, scroll all the way down, and down here, join our newsletter for £50 off your first break. Really straightforward. So you enter your details there, simple as that, and subscribe. It will only be me that will get in touch with you. We don't share this with anyone, but we'll send you then a code for £50 off your first break if you've never stayed with us before. And then lastly, I'm going to explain our loyalty reward program to you that I mentioned. It's called TOGS. You can find it at woodfarmbarns.com/TOGS. And what we do, I'm not going to run through all of this with you, but this explains it here. But what we do is offer every guest 10% of their stay off their next one. So once you've finished your break, we'll drop you a line, offer you 10% off your next break. And then it's all pretty straightforward and automatic. We just take care of it all for you. So this is it here. So hopefully you would find that reasonable too.
So I hope that was helpful. Please do get in touch though if you want to check on pricing at any point, and if you want to see when the prices change, or if price is an issue, do get in touch with me, because I'm happy to chat it through and explain it to you. Please also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also subscribe to our website. That's when you can go on to get our newsletters down the bottom of the homepage, and I'll let you know about any cancellations if we have any, about last minute availability if we have any, and about competitions if we're running them, and things like that, things to do in Suffolk and what have you. So please do get in touch if you wish to as well. I hope that's been helpful, and I'll see you on the next video.